Hello viewer, this is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television. My name is Joshua Ishaya and the program is Aqua Farming. Today on the program, we'll be looking at fish smoking kilns. First of all, let's look at what fish smoking kilns are. Fish smoking kiln is designed with effective technology for fish smoking, drying of any kind of fish. The fish kiln has a capacity of cooking and smoking in 4 hours compared to at least 4 days for traditional smoking kiln, and has a production capacity of about 60 medium-sized fish. The catfish temperature does not exceed 30 degrees centigrade so that the flesh remains uncooked. The flavor of the smoke is thus imparted to the product without much thermal damage to the nutritive value of the catfish. Cold smoked catfish will not keep long at ambient temperature and should be frozen if there's need for storage. Cold smoked catfish has the following benefits over hot smoked catfish. Stay with us on Aqua Farming as we'll be taking you on this amazing process.
Use a wooden surface when you are processing fish, because you may cut wood and the pieces will get stuck into the fish. Remember your HACCP, it means we are introducing hazard. So you need to be proactive by not using it. The best thing is to use a stainless steel surface. You can't find a stainless steel surface, use a plastic surface and clean it. And again, chemical contamination should not arise. Just use mild soap and wash repeatedly. Don't use alcohol. Don't use strong detergent. So this is exactly, for those of us that are just coming in, you can see the amount of slime because they've struggled over time and eventually they give up. So if I'm not ready for processing immediately, you harvest. Find a way to keep them happy a bit. Is that clear? Yes. So we'll need to do this as fast as we can. At the same time, we'll get grasp of what we didn't actually talk about there. We need to divide ourselves into maybe 2 or 3. As we are cutting this, we need to wash. Then after that, it will now be an hands-on practical. My colleague will now take you through. You can see we started this. HACCP again. You don't want to have a bad product. you need to take away all the what? Entrails. Is that clear?
Yes.
So, I will assume we are all ready for work. Let's find a way to get water and clean this thing thoroughly. There shouldn't be anything, even blood. Make sure you remove everything. Because you fail to do that, no matter the smoking, the drying process, that is where your microorganism will start growing. It means that as a substrate, they can feed on it and they will continue to multiply. So why will you waste your time doing all this thing when you refuse to wash? So this is what we need to do. Yeah, is there another thing you want to add? Then the other time my colleague was talking about the smoking process. Polyaromatic hydrocarbon. I know some of us will say, oh, God is a person. Yes, but the moment you know that God is a person, allow God to do something else. Let God rest and ask for something else. Most of the fish you see that are very black, there is a high possibility that they contain unusually large quantity of polyaromatic hydrocarbon. I'll break it down. Polyaromatic hydrocarbon. Whenever you are smoking anything, you are grilling, you are frying, it will produce polyaromatic hydrocarbon. Don't bother about the poly. Don't bother about the aromatic. Don't bother about the hydrocarbon. Just know it's a bad thing. And it is only bad when it exceeds 2.5 parts per billion. All those in a gram, I will come down. You are having a billion. I know some of us are rich, you can dash me 1 billion. I've never seen 1 billion. You are having a billion. You now divide it, divide and divide and divide until there is nothing left. You now take 1 part. You can imagine how small it is. 2.5 parts per billion. When your polyaromatic hydrocarbon reach that level, in suya, in smoked fish, in fried fish, in shrimp, anything that is smoked, bush meat, it will now lead to what? Toxic level. It will now lead to contamination. Consumption over time, it keep on accumulating, will now give one cancer. You can imagine. I like bush meat, and you were there, you were not there, sorry, when it was being produced, direct it. Then blur around with what? Enough, direct it. So black. You are consuming poison gradually. The moment you are fond of eating that thing, it will not give you an alarm that I will soon cross 2.5. The moment it exceeds 2.5, very high possibility, cancer will what? Set in. I don't want to mention some places you go, they are smoked fish, they're nice, but it's very, in fact, it's always black, and you keep on consuming it. So please don't spread polyaromatic hydrocarbon. By the time we are done tomorrow, you will see the difference. Why mist-free technology is different is it eliminates direct contact of it with the produce. There is a combustion chamber on its own, separate from where the product is. And with that, we've achieved something like 1.86 parts per billion. You can imagine, we didn't even get to the limit. Mark it. Whenever you are smoking, you are frying, you are grilling, polyaromatic hydrocarbon will be there due to incomplete combustion. So don't be afraid, it should be there. But it should not get to that limit of 2.5 parts per billion. And how you can avoid that is by using mist-free smoking kiln, which eliminates direct contact of the heat source, the energy source, and the produce. We'll see it ourselves, we'll taste it. Hopefully tomorrow you now tell the difference compared to what you've been used to. And it's not only fish that you can use it to smoke. Livestock and fisheries product. It can smoke and it can dry. By 16 hours, 17 hours, you should have product that can stay 3-4 months based on what? The packaging and the environment. And again, some of us are entrepreneurs. You need to be careful on how you get it dry. You want to export and you smoke to something like 10%, 11%. By the time it's going out, there is tendency for it to absorb moisture, no matter how good your packaging system is. But if you are having a local market and you dry to moisture of 5%, you will lose the market. You know why? No. I don't expect that thing to spend 3 months before you finish your stock. And if it's too dry, it will be breaking. Exactly. You need to know your market. So by the time you are getting to 7-8%, at least 3 months, if your packaging system is good, you should stay. And if you factor the cost of energy you use to get to 3%, it means you are eating your profit gradually. So you need to balance everything. Do you have question? If you don't have question, let's see how we can wash this. Thank you. You have another question as we are going along, we'll answer that.
Okay, you are welcome once again. Thank you. You know the other time we said you either kill using your knife, but if you have a very large quantity, what you do is that you kill in mass. And what do? You use salt. So we use salt to kill this to save time. We have to kill it so that by the time you come and at the same time you'll be able to do more work. So this is what you do. Sorry, please, I have a question. I know these are eggs, right? Yes. Can't we use this kind of egg for that? The fishes are not matured yet. They are not matured enough. Okay. And like the man said, he said if they are not matured yet, their eggs will pass through the net.
So when you want to do this, you should be ready to cover it. You know, even women they cannot withstand salt. So pour the quantity and cover almost immediately.
So we have to bring out all the eggs before we start.
You need to they are struggling.
The egg is just a byproduct. That is not exactly what you have to.
Can you see that the sand is going down, meaning that they are getting tired?
Animal people, animal rights. I know they do.
Right, Muslim. Can you see?
So once you kill, you
now handle them without fighting.
You are beating them.
You have to drop your bags.
Drop your
yes.
food, please.
I've said it.
Keep your
you
food.
Participate. That is the only way that can make you remember this. Yes. I want to add more salt so that the slime can easily be removed. If you're selling. Okay. Yes, you can do it. You can do each one. Okay, then we'll food that. You know, after my round of food, I want to get food. Food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, drop it. Let some people take sponge. Come and wash this one. Oh, yeah. Take it to the side. So while we are doing that,
let's some people come and pick up this. This is the last.
Anybody that wants to use apron can take. If you want to use apron, take. Drop the bag there. Wash one. Wash it well. That is one to keep up.
Your cut.
Oh yeah, let's participate. Like what we are doing now, if you don't do it early, you will not be able to eat dry fish because it's going to be, if you are meat and one sleep, put fire in it. So let's work. And yes, I want to go.
We all get a lot of people. They waste. I'm from my waste. I'm okay.
Like we were told during the lecture. Like we were told during the lecture series, that's one of the facilities that you can use to maintain the quality of fish.
They are meant to be washed and you degot.
It's this. We call it ice fish box. And this was developed by Nigerian Stock Product Research Institute. It looks like your normal cooler, but a lot of features that it contains that your normal cooler doesn't. Now, as the ice melts, it definitely turns into water. So if the water is not removed from the facility, the fish will take the water and it will become swelling. So that is why you have this facility. So over a period of time, you open it and you allow the water drain out. Like I said earlier, this can preserve your fish for a minimum of 48 hours. Yes, without any of the quality parameters. Now we put it there and we equally put ice. The quantity of ice that you put is a function of the number of targets. If you are targeting in 48, something like 48 hours, you can make it ratio 1:1. That is weight of fish, it is 1 kg, weight of ice block 1 kg. If it is 10, then you also make that 10. But if it is not for longer period, you can have more of fish and less of what? Of ice. So that is what we are going to do now. So so you put some quantity of fish, some quantity of ice until you fill the whole.
You don't put the ice with the nylon.
You remove the light. You remove. Yeah. Remove the light. They will also protest too. You know, the condition is now different from what they are used to in their normal life. So they protect. And I know that some people may ask that would they still be alive? No, they will not be alive. That condition is enough for them to die. But their quality will still be maintained for the next 48 hours. So you close it. Then you close the drain point. Then you can wheel like you're traveling back to wherever you want to wheel. And if you have more than one, you can as well stack on this. So you can use it as a retail facility for sales of fresh fish, or use it to convey from the point of cash, which is your farm, to where you will process them. So let's work on this now.
A question, please.
Yes.
So it appears the ice blocks are big, and so the quantity of fish that you have there is small. Is there a way that the ice blocks can be smaller so that the fish quantity will be big?
To be in line with the quantity, the size of the fish. No, that one is not necessary. In fact, it's better you have.
That's
Most
the
of the
time.
time it's not washing. It's not washing. The thing will bring. No, the charcoal is dry. Yeah, put some charcoal on it. Around
No,
it.
not now. Wait. She knows that. Yeah. That's what she
No matter how expensive. This is where you arrange the fish. After the necessary preparation, then you load into the drying chamber like this. Then you put the fire, the charcoal. After you have charged it, you put it at the back. You push the ash tray under it, so that when the charcoal is burning, the ash from the charcoal can easily drop in the ash collection tray. Then here we have another mechanism. This one we call it oil collection tray. So as the fish is drying, both the water and the oil in the fish will drop. In some designs that leads to bad quality fish products, they usually put the source of energy under the drying trays. So, and as the drying continues, as the water and the oil drops, it drops on the charcoal. It brings smoke, and even at times it brings fire. That if care is not taken, I will even burn the whole fish. But in this particular design, you can see instead of having the source of energy directly under it, we have it recessed at the back. You have the oil collector tray. Because this particular tray will be very hot because of its closeness to the fire. So as the oil and water drops on it, the water dries off, while the oil flows down to that end, and you can easily collect it here. You can just put one container here. You can put one container, just stay there. You can put one container here and collect the oil. So, and another important feature about this smoking can is that you can see that I'm moving it without any stress. So, because it has weight. Then at the same time, somebody was asking a question the other time that can she get a copy in Abuja? So it is because of that purpose, the transportation purpose, that is why we make a particular model a detachable one. If you look at it, you can see a number of ports and nuts. Once you remove this one, you turn this one into a panel. Next one into another panel, next one, that one, then the base. You can easily arrange them in crate, but you can fry them to another country. So the issue of bulkiness in transportation does not occur at all. Yes, this is the vent. If you look at the fish the way it is, naturally it contains a lot of water. About 75% of it as it is water. So and when you are now applying energy, if you remember the other time during the lecture, I made mention that when you are doing drying, two things are happening. One, there is heat transfer and mass transfer. The heat transfer, the heat moves from the charcoal to the fish to increase the temperature, and as the temperature increases, it will be forced to release the water in it. So as releasing the water, if there is no hole like this, we call this one vent. If there is no opening for the water that is being removed from to leave the system, what you just achieve is what you used to achieve in your oven that you used to bake cake and other conventionaries, because you operate it at higher temperature. Despite that, it doesn't dry. Instead of that, you will use the moisture to cook the food. So, but because you allow the moisture to leave now, so instead of cooking it, so as that one is going on, then the moisture will be leaving, then the product becomes more drier than what you have at the initial stage.
What's the cost?
Yes, the cost. This particular model with the size, we refer to this one as 25 kg capacity on this model C because of the other features. This one goes for, I think 184. 184,000. So there are a bigger capacity. We have 50
And how can
kg.
we get it, sir?
We have, yes, that is one of the reasons why we are here. If you want to get it, once you just place, yes, another. understand? Sometimes ago, late last year, somebody ordered from Edo State, Benin, and she's using it. Batch, Benin.
So you rub it with oil?
Yes, so that.
Let me yes.
I have bigger one of this smoking gun.
Sabo, you can use paintbrush.
Just to apply it, you can use any motivator. Yes. And the essence of this is to prevent the fish from getting sticky.
Just like our cake pan. Yes. No, we oil it before we use it.
Joshua.
The what?
Smoking cake.
It can be less than 14 to 16 hours. If you want it to dry properly, that you're able to store it.
The lifespan of the smoking cake.
Okay, the smoking can, it depends on how you are able to take care of it. If you put it directly under the effect of sun and rain, it will wear faster. But if you put it under shade and you maintain it, you clean it,
After every production.
you are rest assured, even 10 years you will still be using it. Bring them like that, yes.
Please, more people.
Give space,
please.
small.
Oh yeah.
Is it up to 15 minutes?
Come on, keep it. Come on, keep it. It is. At least it will be fast.
You can change this, bring two bigger, no, so that you can occupy the space. Bring two
Balance
bigger.
the equation, have you?
Oh yeah, if some people are arranging head, just some people are arranging the middle and the tail on separate trays. Middle on separate trays, head on separate trays. That is what You might have garlic. You might have this one, but normally it's supposed to go in fresh.
Okay, maybe cross. What now? Cross it like this.
That one that they put when you the oven. So the particles of the yard will get
So, where? Down?
Down. Lowest, let it be straight. Big man, you are fearing. Another one, that head there. Bring down, bring. Sorry.
Down a bit.
No, 4. Down? Yes.
The last one?
Turn it this way.
The last one, right?
Yes. Yes, where is Put it in number 3. The other way. Turn it. Yes. Are you done? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
See the remaining one. When it's getting to the tail end of the operation, you make sure that this is, you said yes, and it's useful in pharmaceutical company. So if you're able to manage it very well, it's additional return on your investment in addition to whatever you make on the fish. Then, and if the person that will buy from you say this is what I want, it is.
But the smell is somehow.
By the time you start adding another material now, you will end up to make it useful for them. Yes. No, there is no.
So mine, I can't get this.
You can get it. Why can't you get it?
So million.
We are the one selling now. You want to buy, you want to sell, you can't get it. What else do you need? This is the buyer, this is the seller. You said?
Do I have to construct the oven to be able to achieve this?
Yes. That one is left to you. If you know you want to get a better quality product, then you change the way you do your things. You cannot continue to do it the same way and you expect different results.
Oh, you sell that one and buy this.
So if you can sell that one and buy this, it's not even expect to say that. This particular one is 184. And this one is 184. And like I said yesterday, you see, this one has a feature that you can dismantle this into panel. The ones that doesn't have that particular feature, that one can be sold for 172.
Do you have the one
same size, and then we have bigger sizes. Yes, yes. Gas, electricity, if you can avoid it, it's a function of what your clients are requesting.
The gas one is how much?
With cylinder. So then yesterday we also talked about this by Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute. Now you can see now. This is the fish. All of you were here yesterday when we kept the fish in the block, and you can still see now, almost 24 hours ago, you can see. If you look at the quality that they ask you to look at in fish, if you check, you discover that they are still what? They are still intact. So that is whether you want to use it as a retail box or you want to use it to transport your product from the farm to the processing center. It's a very good facility. Yes. And the level, no matter the level of effort that you put into processing of your fish, you have to be very careful that you ensure that you handle well. Get a good packaging material and package it well. All effort can go into drain. So and that is why we do a bit of packaging. Like I said yesterday, we have paper, we have polythene. We now combine the two together to give you a good material for packaging of smoke or dry fish, and that is what we do now. The machine is over there. We have a template. You'll be given a template. It will be demonstrated first. Then we now divide it into groups. So each group will now produce at least probably minimum of one, depending on what the time allows to do. And if you feel you can produce one for yourself, you can brand it, write the name of your business, design it, put on extra information, then we laminate for you. Then you can go away with it. The coordinator of the allow you to have a taste of the fish. People were not plenty yesterday when we were doing it. Just for I know today is not likely to be like that because it is time for time to the bigger section. Over to you, Mr. Madola. This is the micro.
If you have done good processing, steps in producing your fish, package it well. If you don't package it well, you will lose money. So if you have labored so much to produce a good quality food, fish, you will have to at least package it well to make more money. So now we are going to the packaging. For packaging, you will need the brown paper. Yesterday you were told the advantage of using brown paper, that if you use white paper, light will penetrate through the paper and spoil the oil of the fish, and the oil will go rancid. Then also we'll be using the laminating film. We'll be using the laminating film to laminate it. Why are we using the nylon, the laminating film? It's going to protect moisture from entering into the packaging material, from entering into paper. By the time you open it up or you leave it till morning, it must have absorbed moisture. But nylon will not allow that. But if you use nylon alone, light also will penetrate and spoil the oil of the fish. So that's why we are using brown paper. You have your scissors, the cutter, Then the gum to apply, the use brush to apply gum. Then you have your ruler. So I'll be doing it step by step. We are going to produce ours. Like you said yesterday, your packaging material must have a logo, your name, the address of your company, the production date. You can see it has logo. Your packaging material must tell what is inside the package. It must give you the address, the name of your company, the production date, the quantity you have put inside. So all these details must be on the packaging material. So,
can you please only this side? You have to be doing two sides.
You can see that the packaging material is telling you what is inside. Then also on this packaging material, we have the see-through hole, where you can see what you have packaged in there. Your customer will not have to open it to see what is inside, but they can see through it. But if you are not doing a good quality, you will not want to show anybody that this is the quality of my fish. Also decide, okay, I want you to add for me spices. So on your packaging material, you can also put it there that this one has been spiced. You can name the spice you use, either ginger, garlic, and so on. Then the expiry date, very important. Now you have your brown paper. Brown paper comes in this size. So this size can cut 4 pieces. All you need to do is to fold it well. I'm folding it into 4 because I don't want to waste material. It is in this shape. This has been designed by engineers to know the quantity that you want to put inside. There are smaller ones where you put 250 grams. You have to consider that also because they are standardized. So this is the A4 type. You now place the all the verticals. Cut all verticals.
You cut all verticals. Madam, don't let them cut your...
Then the horizontal.
You cut all the horizontal lines.
Ensure you cut all lines, all visible lines.
With what?
Ensure you cut all visible lines.
Ensure you cut all visible lines. And make sure you don't cut beyond the mark.
Okay, now I think they should come here and so that we go inside.
I feel like I don't want to cover.
Okay. No, they're yet to come so that we don't stress them. Candid.
Processing is eating too much of today's. Oh, please, my excuse me.
It won't take time now. 10 minutes is okay.
10 minutes. So this is the group now. Later we stop. This group will go to processing.
Okay.
While the processing will come.
So you are welcome. You are welcome.
So we are starting.
Like we have learned in the class, we just have 10 minutes here. Okay. We want to show us different species of catfish that we have. Are you listening to me? Please can you come around? These are Etrobranchus species here. you can see the dorsal fin and the adipose fin. Are you seeing me? This one too, you can see the adipose fin and the dorsal fin. So these are Heterobranchus species. We have the clearer species. You can see the dorsal fin from the head region to the tail region. Are you seeing it? Then I said, look, the eggs of clearers and the meat of Bidossalis, and you fertilize them, you have what you call the hybrid, and they share the character of both parents. So this is the hybrid. You can see the long dorsal fin of the clearers. You can see the dorsal fin of the adipose fin of the Heterobranchus. But in the hybrid, it's shorter. You can see, compared to this, you can see that this one is shorter. Now, we say we have Heterobranchus Bidossalis and Heterobranchus longifilis. You can see the longifilis here. We say the dorsal fin and the adipose fin, they are at equal distance. You can see the dorsal fin here, see the adipose fin. If you look at the length of this fin, you see that they are equal, the adipose fin and the dorsal fin. Then, when you look at the tip, you can see the black spot here. It's very visible. Are you seeing it? Yes. You see the black spot. This is what distinguishes especially the longifilis and the Bidossalis. If you look at the tip of the adipose fin of Bidossalis, the black spot is not there. Is it clear to us?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I told us.
Bidossalis, that means it's two.
No.
Bidossalis.
Longifilis Bidossalis. Those are the scientific name, the species of Heterobranchus species. And then I brought this clearers so that it can be very clear to us. I say like in man, if you look at the clearers, when you turn it upside down, look at the papilla here. This male, I think you can see it. You can see the male, you can see the papilla like in man. So it's very clear. This is the male catfish. Let me see if we have. Well, this one is big to carry. There's always technique. So one is big, the strength. If we have rag, it would have been easier. Can somebody help me? Can somebody hold it? So you can see the female. Like in female, you can see roundish. Can somebody touch it? Can you touch it with the other hand? You can see it. It's having the roundish something there. You can see the hybrid with longer dorsal fin and shorter adipose fin. So I think we are done with this. Then why?
Yes.
Can you give me that?
I expected somebody to ask that question. How do you
So we told us about tilapia. So this tilapia, we transport this using bag with oxygen. The bigger tilapia, if you want to transport them, you have to use different medium. That's why we have to use this medium, because the spines here will puncture the bag. Even this one, it was puncture. But like I told us, you can see our Oreochromis. This is our local tilapia, isn't it? You can see the tail. Can you see the stripe? Yes. You can see the stripe. So this is the Thai tilapia, pure Thai tilapia I was telling us about. Look at the color. Can you see this Thai tilapia? So if you hybridize this, if you put the male of this and the female of the local, you produce the hybrid. We have discovered that the hybrid grow bigger than both parents. So if you mix the two of them together, this is what you get. You can see the color of the local there and that of the Thai. Can you see? And so this is. Look at it.
That's the hybrid.
That is the hybrid. This is our local tilapia. This is our pure Thai. I don't know. I want us to know the difference between the male and the female. It's not like in the catfish, the tilapia. Are you seeing? Yes. You have to look at critically. You have to look at the reproductive structures are. Like if you see this one now, This is a female. You can see it. This is a female. If it's male, you will see at this end, you will see protrusion coming out. Let's see if you can see the male. Ah, very well. This is the male. This is male now. Can you see? If you look at, although because it's still small, if you look at the tip here, you see the protrusion small. Is somebody seeing it? This place.
Dotted one.
No, not this one. That's the anus.
Okay.
Look at it here. Look at it here. That's why it's technical. Can you see it? Let me touch it small. Yeah, because it's still small. It's not very visible. You can see it here. You can't see it all, but you see small protrusion coming out. Please let this fish know that. One thing we discovered this morning, I was telling my colleague, you can see this one is looking many like Oibo, as if we cannot withstand stress. But this morning we discovered that we have lost 5 of this one. Wow. And this tie of the local. But the tie and the hybrid, we have not even one have died. So I think they are good for aquaculture and for us. Thank you so much. Can we get... excuse me. If you are joining it. The cameraman.
No, don't go now. Drop your bag. Drop your bag. Oh, no, you know. Oh, yeah, put your own. Drop your biro and drop your bag. That she include fish. 1.5 kg. Guys, serious.
You don't see enough.
How comment your own?
Oh yeah, please let that woman in uniform. You said? No, use another one. This is the one we use.
Why did you cut it? Somebody cut it. I told you not to remove
it. Maybe somebody use it as template.
I feel fresh on there. Okay.
So you are going to the other side. Who is ready?
This is very important.
Your water measurements.
That. Oh, we did that. If it is this one I put now, I don't need to pack it. This I constructed it by myself. I ordered the graders. I control them to control this for me so that I can get smaller pieces. This one and the 2 mm. This 2 mm. This one is 9 mm. 9 mm. Yes.
You guys are scanning.
Well, on that note, we come to the end of the program, Aqua Farming. I'm sure you have learned the most hygienic way to smoke your fish. Until some other time, bye for now.